All right. Sarah, are you co-host here?
I am. You ready?
Yes. All right, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to day 4. Yay. I see all my exciting people. I see Mom's iPhone. I know who you are. I see Kim. I see Fiona. For day 4, I know we have a ton of people on the replays and a ton of you all messaging us how to shrink your waistline and get your hormonal belly fat without extreme sacrifices. This is day 4. I hope everyone is having a great day here. It's almost Friday. It is Friday Eve. Yes, let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know if you're watching live. Let us know. Yes, let's have success. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you are enjoying this, and let us know if you were here yesterday. If you were not here yesterday, that is okay because you can catch yesterday's replay. Remember, the more engaged you are more likely to win that $20 gift certificate that Sarah is keeping her eyes at. So the more I see you in those comments, yes. I knew you haven't. You won. So Sarah is monitoring. So, okay. We are so excited because today, we heard from so many of you. You're like, thank you so much from those workouts. We really enjoy them. We really been enjoying the meals. We feel so much better. We're doing something and to just have something to do because a lot of us, have been just kind of sitting there. We don't know what to do, and that can feel so defeating. So you are in the right place if you want to learn the secrets. And we've been doing this for 11 years, right? And this is truly the secret to loving your body 365 days a year, right? And would love to hear in the chat what your biggest takeaway from here, what your biggest takeaway from here, right? So for those of you who are watching the replays will be available till next Wednesday, which is April 9th. So today's Thursday, so about a week. Okay. So I've been listening to this and I want to keep listening to make sure I get this all in. So all this value that we are sharing will be available till next Wednesday. You can share it with your friends, like all the workouts, right? All the food lists and everything I'm going to say today. Okay, so we are going to get very deep today. We're going to get real. I'm going to be very honest and we are going to get transparent, right? 11 years of doing this, over 1,000 women, and this is the key to it all. So when we look at we look at women as a whole. So I want you to think of when you look at yourself. I want you to take a minute and draw this triangle on like any sheet of paper. I always keep, because I'm old school, I always keep like these yellow like notepads. I buy a ridiculous amount a month. But I want you to think about yourself. And if you're watching live on the replay, either way, make a triangle. In the chat, I want you to write the 3M method because that is our method. It is based on research, it is based on science, it is based on our certifications and our training, right? It's based on brain research. And this is what women need to get to their goal and stay at their goal, right? Women who when we say we look at women as a whole, right? We look at, yes, how is this working for you? You need a plan for a customized, individualized plan when it comes to your exercise, right? Strength training, which we talked about yesterday. We need a customized, individualized plan when it comes to your eating, right? So you know exactly what to do in any situation. But most importantly, the number one aspect, right? If women are going to be successful long term, please write this down, right? So this means losing the weight and keeping it off because we can do anything to lose weight. We've talked about this and keeping it off through menopause, through hormones, right? and have less depression and anxiety and mood swings is when they actively work on their mindset and belief system. So, what the heck does that look like, right? I feel like we throw mindset around all the time. And so when I talk about mindset and when we have done brain research when it comes to mindset, okay, we do it. It's what we've given you, like I said, with the training and the exercise and the nutrition is more of a generalized. So how do you work on your mindset? Well, what that looks like is to create a short plan with goals, a medium plan with goals, and a long term plan, right? So on Monday, we created a long term goal, right? We created a long term tangible goal for you. You created that for yourself. For those of you who are live, you can write what your goal is. For those of you in the replay, you can write for your goal what your goal was, right? Whatever it was, right? You should write it down, because if you have a goal without a plan is just a dream, right? So we want to make it real. So I'll give you an example. What we do with our clients is whatever their goal is, we create a vision for them. We go really, really deep of what their goal is. So as deep as you can go with your tangible goal, and then create exactly what you do, right? To do that. That means like navigating life with your goal. So we know that things are going to happen in your life, right? It's not going to just be like, oh, we're just going to have chicken and broccoli every day. Like you're going to go to events, you're going to go on vacation, you're going to go out to eat, right? You ever see that meme on the internet where it's like, I tried to go on a diet and then Tuesday came and then it was Cinco de Mayo and then it was my daughter's birthday, right? So all those things are absolutely going to still happen. And we need to know how to navigate them. We always talk about this word, navigate. So we break your goal up into 12 months, right? 6 months, 12 weeks, and even shorter, right? So what action steps do I need to take in every situation to feel really, really good, to feel really successful, to navigate and to be able to enjoy those things, right? So we want to make sure, well, with our clients, we take them through the fat loss phase, right, the reverse burn phase, and how to navigate any situation. So we focus on what's going on in, you should be able to do that with your life the whole time, right? But you're not going to be in the fat loss phase forever. So we think about when you are making your goal and your action steps, what's coming up for you this week? What's coming up for you this month, right? Like if this week you're going on a business trip, if this month, you got a couple parties, you're going out a couple times, right? We want you to enjoy every situation, right? So how can I enjoy this and still be successful? What strategies do I need to use? When am I going to get my 3 strength training customized workouts in, right? What foods do I need to eat? So I make sure I'm fueled enough before I go out to eat, right? Because I want to enjoy that burger or whatever it is that I like when I'm out to eat. So this is super, super duper important, because let's be serious, right? Life is always going to happen, right? There's always going to be events, there's always going to be stuff, and you want to enjoy it. You want to get in shape, you want to get to your goals, but with joy. So that's a huge piece. Ooh, I love when you just wrote progress, not perfection. So another huge piece is your mindset, is your outlook. How are you thinking and talking to yourself, right? Not, on progress and perfection, right? Yes, you have this plan, but how do you navigate all the things so that, yes, you lose the weight, but how do you make sure that you don't gain it back, right? So a lot of times we do things that are dangerous to lose the weight and it has an endpoint, right? So we already know you're going to be eating things that you love, right? If your plan says, you can't have pizza, you can't have a donut, you can't have whatever it is that you love, we know that's not going to be successful. So make sure that whatever it is that you are doing, it includes celebrating a birthday party, right? You are going to be doing all those things, right? You're not going to eat like 7 slices of cake, right? But you should be able to eat a slice of cake. So that is really, really important to think about, right? To make sure that you are enjoying life. So We always talk about this journey mindset, right? If you know that your goal is to be fit for life, you are not just doing this for a couple of weeks. And then I always hear this, I just don't want to go back to my old ways, right? If you're doing something that's super restrictive and you've done this beep, 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 it's like you're a grown ass woman. Like it's time. If you have a goal to lose, it doesn't even matter if it's a major amount of weight or a little bit of weight, right? We're not going to eat like birds or rabbits, right? We're not going to restrict. We don't want to do painful workouts. We want to understand what to do, right? This is Courtney, and she had cancer, and her cancer brought her into early menopause, right? And so we really want to stress, right? And her attitude, right? We're very big on don't be a victim, be a victor, right? We all have our stories. I could go on, and you could use it as your excuse or your reason, right? That's a huge, huge thing, right? So just don't do the things that are unsustainable. Okay. And I just want to be really, really important, right? So we don't want to think when you do something that is not sustainable, you're going to quit because it's not sustainable. So that's where we lose the weight. And you can let me know in the comments. Have you ever like lost a bunch of weight and then gained it back and then some? Right? That's not just from a nutrition standpoint, a diet standpoint, but also from an exercise standpoint. So watch out for things that you can't eat certain food groups, your workouts hurt you, you can't have chocolate. Yeah. So the back to the victor, not a victim, right? The next one is so big. It's allowing yourself to get help. And I can relate to this so much, right? A lot of us women, Sarah and I talk to so many women all day long, and they're doing so many things. We're always taking care of everyone else. Soccer, kids, our parents will invest in so many things in our kids' soccer camps, in vacations, in purses, in our clothes, in all this stuff, yet we're miserable in our own skin every single day, right? And I knew this. I have a kid, he has needs, and I will do like, I used to spend all this stuff. Meanwhile, I had been miserable for years, but there was so much shame. I've talked to women who are miserable for months, for weeks, even years, like their entire adult lives, and we don't do anything about it. We're on these vacations, we're smiling, but we're not happy. We go like I talked to somebody and it was like, I don't take any pictures. I don't want to get in front of the camera. I'm always taking the pictures. I love being in front of the camera now, right? Our mission is for women to say yes to themselves, to prioritize themselves, because when you feel good, when you're confident, when you look good, when you walk into a room like wearing whatever it is you like to wear, like I'm not a big like cute dresser, but I feel good in whatever, right? You show up better. You are a better wife, you are a better mom, you are worth it, and you are better to yourself. When you have help, you have support. When you have accountability from an expert, you follow through and get results. That is just the truth. I want you to think of how you might have spent months, years, your whole life being unhappy. And I want you to think about maybe you didn't have a good example, a healthy example for food and for exercise and your mindset. A lot of people um, have had issues with how their moms talk to them, how their families talk to them. I love my mom, but there's a lot of stuff in how we were talked to about weight and food. And maybe didn't have the best example. It is not your fault. Absolutely. But it is 100% your responsibility to get serious and to break that cycle, not just for you, but for everyone around you, including your kids. What are you showing them? This is the number one secret, honestly, of over 1,000 women we work with. They felt just like you. They felt defeated. They felt like life happened to them. They were amazing at their careers. They felt like they were amazing moms. But what they did is they let go of being the victim and they decided to take their power back and be the victor. They stopped blaming their genetics. I could blame mine, hypothyroidism, early menopause. They stopped blaming their parents, their childhood, their jobs. People even blame their kids. Seriously, people blame their kids. Oh, I don't have time because my kids. Do you think that your kids are going to suffer from you lifting some weights for 15 minutes 3 times a week? This should be your reason. Your kids are not going to suffer watching you lift weights. I'll repeat that. Your kids are not going to suffer watching you lift weights. The secret, there is never a good time. Write that down. There is never a good time. Being a victim is not serving you. It is not serving your spouse or partner. It is not serving your family. And you need to take charge of your destiny. If your parents didn't have good habits, if they didn't ask for help, that doesn't mean you can't. We are available, right? We are available here in the messages. We are available here. This whole class was free. That means that you should. Their lives were different in the 80s and 90s also. Our jobs are way more sedentary now. Women's lives are way different now. The environment, the food, the portions are different, right? When you are looking at other people, don't compare their, week, 19 to your week 0. You will get there. I know you will. You should love yourself enough to get there, to eat the foods that you love, to fuel your body, to work out with a plan. I want to show you some examples of clients who chose themselves and decided I'm not going to be a victim. I'm going to be a victor, right? I'm going to set goals. I'm going to set those long-term goals, those dreams, but I'm going to have a plan, medium goals and short. And I'm not going to do this perfectly because that's never going to happen. I know a lot of people make big promises and I will tell you, you're not going to be perfect ever, right? It's never going to have like 100% compliance, right? But we want you to know how to navigate fun things so that you get to your results and stay there. So, how many of you would like the same results as the next people that we are going to show you? We're going to show you this next slide. We can go back to the other slides. How many of you would like similar results like these slides? This lady lost 100 pounds. Most people don't need to lose that much weight, but we can go back to some of these other slides. So here's what I want to leave you all with you today. Number one, I'm so thankful that each and every one of you chose to be here because what that has shown me is that you are serious about reaching your goals, right? This is a free training, 4 days. You are serious. And I know most people here are on the replay, let's be honest. And it has also shown that you have the desire to put yourself first, to say, okay, it's never a good time, but I'm worth it. And that doesn't mean that you are selfish. That means that you're putting yourself first so that you can pour out and even better to all those who you take care of, right, around you. So you spending a few minutes a day on you is not selfish, right? I want to assure you of that. I personally, I have a kid who has a lot of needs, just like so many of you, and I have to be around for him. And I feel so good about myself when I do and take time for myself and do that. But what I want to leave you with today is that because you're here, because you have a goal to reach and you really want to reach it, and you're at this place in your life where you're tired of being in the same place you've been from so many years, right? And some of you are here and you've tried it on your own for a very long time and you've not reached your goals and you want to reach out. You're tired of being out there. Maybe you've done Weight Watchers, in your 20s or 30s and that work, but your body's different, right? And some of you are here because of the fad diets and that Activia, low carb. I've heard of Atkins, and intermittent fasting. You're hungry, you're irritable, left you frustrated. You've gotten some results, but you've never kept them off, right? And you're just over it. You're over the fad dieting. And some of you are just here because you're tired of living your life and pouring out to other people and never giving 2 minutes to yourself. So I hear you and I see you. It's 2025, and as women, we carry so much on our shoulders. I'm speaking, maybe you guys can relate to this so much. Like, there's so much going on right now with like my family and my kids, and I feel like I'm wearing and juggling so many hats right now. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. Um, and it's time to change that, right? You are not weak because you are here, because you reach out for help. We are better together and we are stronger together. Yeah, Fiona, yeah. So if you're here today and you're like, you know what? I'm so tired of spinning my wheels. I'm just tired of trying this on my own. I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm exhausted from pouring out, and never giving myself a moment to recharge, to rest, to become stronger. And I want to take care of my own self. And you're ready to make a change. You're ready to step into the woman who may, you want to be like 15 to 20 to 50 to 100, whatever it is, pounds, who has a smaller waistline, and you want to feel more confident. You're ready to look in that mirror and be like, I love that woman staring back at me. Like, I recognize her again. Like, I'm back to me, right? I hear so often on calls with women where they go, I look in the mirror and I'm like, who the heck is that? Like, how did this happen? Because I don't feel like I look like that, but I want to love that woman I see again. So now is your chance. So again, we are giving off today, and today is the last day. If you book your call today, it's 30% off the midlife makeover program, for you all being here all 4 days to love your body, plus that 15 minutes for fat loss recipes, plus the 5-minute belly fat workouts. But we also will give you that photo shoot to complete with your makeup done and to showcase all of your hard work. We have a photographer. We are going to include that. If you're interested in that, you can drop a me in the chat, either live or the replay. So if you are currently, feel like a hamster wheel, working hard and getting nowhere, you're doing all the things we talked about today, it doesn't have to be like that. You can break free from this exhausting and depressing rat race, just like so many of our clients have. All you need is the exact plan for your body and your goals, and you don't have to make extreme sacrifices. So again, we are so honored to have you here. We are so we loved. We're, thank you for coming. And if you're ready to shrink your waistline and lose your belly fat forever, I'm giving the exact roadmap for your body to help you get the results you so desperately want. If you're on this call today and you're ready to do that right now, you know how to find us. You can say me. You are so welcome. It was our pleasure. And for those of you who just joined us here live on the replay, for all 4 lives or replay or part of them, the replay will be available. Yesterday's, gave the workouts. I would definitely hit all of these replays. They will be available because I got people asking, can we rewatch? I want to make sure I get everything. Absolutely. We are here for you. We are better together. Have the best Friday Eve, and we'll talk with you. We will get to your PMs. I see a lot of people saying me here in our messaging, and we will get to you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Talk soon.